Alright fam, let's take a look at the play of CP3. It's going to be 3 plays by Chris Paul from last night's Lakers-Phoenix game. Okay, this is just the second play of the game. This will not make CP3's highlight film, but it's a great example of the little things that Chris Paul does. Okay, so first, right away he knows he has a mismatch because Harrell's picked him up. So he's going to probe the defense, dribble low until Schroeder comes and takes over for Harrell. Okay, so that's the first good decision. It's just keep probing the defense. He got a little bit below the free throw line extended just to see what happens. Okay, no clear advantage here. So now you're just going to pull it out, run offense. Now we're going to get a screen and roll with Booker and Ayton. Okay, nice pass by Booker. Ayton's open right there. What Ayton should really do probably is just take one dribble and dunk it, or one dribble and hit the corner. But Ayton's still learning to go through his progressions and make his reads. So he's gonna look, not be 100% sure what to do, give a bad pass to Chris, who immediately kicks it to the corner for a good shot. Okay, so there's the bad pass to Chris Paul. Chris Paul knows he could take the shot right there, but he also knows it's his job to get his teammates good looks, and he also knows that he's got 2 players running at him. See, he knows immediately, right as Ayton makes this pass, 2 players are running at him, and unlike Ayton, Paul's going to give a great pass to the corner here. Right on time, right on target, bucket. So right here, Chris is already telling Ayton what to do, okay? Ayton's going to be in the help position for LeBron if they lob it up over Booker to LeBron. Ayton's there for the help, and then Chris Paul's going to drop and cut off a pass to Harrell. So that's what Chris Paul's indicating to Ayton right there. See how he's pointing? He's telling Ayton where to go. He's telling Ayton, get on the other side of the box, because if Ayton stands here, it's a 3-second defensive call. So if Ayton goes to the other side of the box, outside the free throw area, then he's fine. So Chris Paul's telling Ayton, be right here, so they can't lob it to LeBron, and he'll cover these 2 players. Okay, so they make the pass, Ayton goes, Chris Paul drops. Okay, now Paul knows he's got 2 players to cover right now. He knows LeBron's the ultimate passer. So he's dropped here to cut off the pass to Harrell, which would be a difficult pass because then Ayton's right there as well. And if there's a skip pass to KCP, Chris Paul's already going to be in recovery. Okay, so now he's got Ayton back, but he still needs Ayton to help. He knows what KCP is, so he's on a direct line there to steal a pass or recover. Okay, now CP3 is so good. Ayton is more shading more towards LeBron. Now LeBron does have a difficult pass, but LeBron can make every pass. So now Paul is high on Harrell, so that if there's a pass, it'll be a bounce pass, then CP3 can dig in there and get the steal. And of course, he's still got a line on KCP. Okay, so LeBron plays bully ball, does a step through on Booker, is going to score this basket, but it's just an example of how Chris Paul is just putting his thumb on the scale, directing his teammates. When KCP was over here in the corner, Chris Paul adjusted. When KCP went up a little bit, Chris Paul kept him in line. Just another example, an unremarked example. Like I said, this won't make any highlight films, of how Paul is always aware of what's happening with all 10 players on the court, really all 13 players on the court, because he's great at working the refs as well, and is taking every advantage to just put his thumb on the scale every single play to help his team get the win. Last play we're going to look at, this is the start of the 4th quarter, and a close game, 5-point game. And this is going to be an offense to defense possession where again, the greatness of CP3 shines through. Nothing spectacular, but just steady thumb on the scale, influencing the outcome of the game. Okay, so it's a sideline out of bounds. In coaching terms, we call it a slob. And here's CP running off a couple screens so that he can eventually end up with the ball. So Saric gets it. Let's see, CP3 is the lead guard. He's going to come around and get the ball. Okay, so now he's got it, and immediately is in attack mode to see what the defense is going to do. Okay, so Schroeder kind of gets there. And there's another coaching phrase we like to use. The defense can't guard the same thing twice. So here, CP3 just came off a screen by Saric, a handoff where Saric handed him the ball, and CP3 attacked it this way, and then immediately goes back to Saric again to set another screen the opposite direction. So this is an example of Saric setting a screen twice. Defense can't guard the same thing twice. Okay, so now he's got Schroeder here. Schroeder does a good job of getting over the screen, but CP3 has a pass here. He could maybe go back to Saric for another screen as well, which he does. Okay, so defense definitely can't guard the same thing 3 times. Now Schroeder is held up, stuck in the cut, and now CP3 is going to attack here and press the advantage. Another phrase we use in coaching, small advantage, big advantage. So there was a small advantage from the first 2 screens, but now CP3 is going to exploit that advantage from the 3rd screen into a big advantage, because now they need to be in help mode and somebody's going to be open. Okay, so now takes a dribble, is into the teeth of the defense, gives a shot fake just to see what's going to happen, knows he has options, just a man walking down the street taking his time, enjoying the day. Okay, just a simple pass, right? Simple pass back to Saric, but just look how on the money it is. Saric is going to catch it right in his shooting pocket, and Saric could go up for the shot if he wants. Gives a shot fake. There's CP3. 3.4 seconds left. CP3 always knows time and possession. Wide open. So it's CP3's work that got this wide open possession for CP3. Cans the 3. Big shot because LeBron is out. Now they go from up by 5 points to up by 8 points. Okay, now we come down on defense. Talking, of course. Okay, there's a little screen and roll action. Now CP3 ends up on a taller player, Wesley Matthews. Let's watch CP3's stance here. Again, open to the ball. Ball, you, man. Sees everything that's happening. He's got 1 foot in the paint. See that? Did you see that little step right there? Took a little step out of the paint. Senses Matthew moving, takes a step back. Look where his feet are, right outside the paint, so he doesn't get a defensive 3 second. Okay, now he knows he's in the paint. He's got 3 seconds to be in there. He's watching everything. Knows where his man is. See that? Took 1 little toe tap outside the paint. Now he's back in the paint. Wesley Matthews trying to get a call, but CP3 knows the deal. He was there for 2.5 seconds, took 1 little toe tap out of the paint. Resets the 3 seconds. Bam, immediately over for help. Immediately recovers, right? So he's down here with help responsibilities after he toe tapped in and out, then immediately recovers on the shooter, Caruso. The greatness of CP3, and these are just 3 minor plays in a regular season game in, Paul's 15th year, 16th year? You know, nothing here is going to make the highlight reel, but it's just an example of the consistent greatness of Chris Paul. Thanks for listening. If you want more insight and analysis, you can always subscribe to my newsletter, benbo.substack.com. That's benbo, B-E-N-B-O, .substack, S-U-B-S-T-A-C-K.com.